Today, I want to highlight a win. So the buyer win was a great property for somebody, really the best we've seen on the market. We looked at a lot of properties. This was by far the best one. Negotiated price and terms, everything went relatively smoothly with the seller, and the seller did not provide an inspection. So of course we told our buyer to do their own inspection, and we found something that we thought at the time was a pretty big issue. Turned out after a lot of due diligence, it wasn't that big of an issue, but the seller completely refused to do any investigation of any kind. So we could have just said, you know what, this is so frustrating, this is so much extra work, buyer, just go buy a different house. But it was the best house we'd seen. So we calibrate to, is this really the right property for you? If the answer is yes, we do everything we can to try to get you into that property. So we took our inspection period of time. We utilized vendor relationships that we have. We went to the property multiple times. Jen spent a lot of extra time there, but she knew it was the right thing to do. We tested and verified the problem and found out that what we thought was the original problem was not that big of a problem. It was actually a pretty easy fix in the end. And we were able to actually then get it fixed. But it was all of our investigation to get that completed. The seller did nothing. And sometimes we just have to do the other side's job, but it's a win. And it's a win for our client because they ultimately get to purchase the house that they wanted to purchase. So congrats to the buyers. Yes, we're happy to do the extra stuff. We can't always facilitate it, but we will when we can.